welcome to the first video for the Dream Garden project. So this one is about generating the site. Now we can't do any garden designing if we've not got a site to work with. So I am going to draw quickly a rectangle just to start the process and get something to design in. I'm just going to not use any specific sizes, I'm just drawing the shape just to help generate the idea. Okay, so this process that we're going to go on to next is called taking a line for a walk. And it's just about drawing random lines just to create shapes within this rectangle that we could identify as potential sites. Okay, so I'm just going to start a little diagonal. I'll maybe come across this way. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not doing any measuring. I'm just thinking roughly where lines could go, and I'm going to start introducing like a zigzag or a broken line in here just to create an additional shape. And that could come down like so. Maybe do the same here, but on the opposite side and coming down. It's up to you how many lines that you want to produce in here. It's all just about creating interesting shapes and interesting forms for your garden. Now, hopefully they'll all be unique and you won't just copy what I'm doing here. So the next step is to look at these shapes and think, what's an interesting layout? Now, things that I want to try and avoid would be awkward little corners like this one here. It's going to be difficult to design something in that space to make it usable. So this is pretty much useless as well. So try and avoid that sort of thing. If you want to introduce curves somewhere in your boundary, then it's entirely up to you, but it does make it more difficult at this step. Just want to keep it nice and simple. So first thing I notice here is this big shape is quite interesting. So I think this is going to be the outline of my site. I think there's a few interesting angles that we can work with, and it looks like it can make it a decent size as well to incorporate all the things that I want to include. So I've identified this area, so what I want to do next is just blow that up on another sheet of paper. So I'll keep this one handy just to refer to, and you won't be able to see that, but I've just got it right at the top there that I'm just going to copy on a larger scale. Okay, so it does this little angle at the bottom and then it goes straight up a little bit more, cuts across. This just has to be rough. It's like I said, it's not measured, but what this will do is this will be your shape for all your layouts going forward. Okay, so I've got my garden outline, and I'm just going to call that the site. This exercise is just about creating a site. We're not going to do any other designing in here. So what we can think about next is where the house sits in relation to this. Now we're just going to do a back garden. We're not going to bring the house into the middle so you've got lots of areas to design. But I'm just going to say that the house is going to be here, in this space. Now that means I could come out there or I could come out there from the house, and I've got this whole space to work with. So don't worry about bringing the house in here. We're just working on a back garden. We don't have to worry about anything else. And yeah, that's what we want you to do. Create your own site layout. Upload the generation. This sheet. This is the generation of the idea, and upload your final outline of the site onto the assignment set on Teams. Okay. Good luck.